Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and a very good day. So before we begin our session, let us recite Umul Kitab Al-Fatihah. Auzubillahi minasyaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Hopefully everyone is in a good condition. Okay, basically today we would like to move on to the data describing, where we are going to look into data organization and data presentation. So how are we going to do that based on the data that we have? Okay, let us see. All right. So by the end of this chapter, okay, you should be able to construct a frequency table. Okay, we're going to give you a very detailed or steps in producing frequency table, drawing pie chart, bar and component bar chart. Okay, use information contained in various charts to make decision, and not to forget to organize and graph quantitative data such as stem and leaf plot, histogram or GIF. Those are continuous data. Okay, to understand the problem and make decision. Okay, so why we need to use a correct data representation? Okay, anyone? Okay, it is essential for the statistical analysis. Okay, the moment you want to display or report your data, you need to put it in a correct and suitable representation so that the audience or the management manage to understand, okay, what you are going to represent. Okay, not simply just choosing the charts because of dia nampak cantik. Okay, bukan macam tu. So here there are common some data representation. Okay, we do have frequency table, bar chart, pie chart, okay, histogram, and then we do have frequency curve, line graph, pictograph, stem and leaf plot, okay, box plot, or GIF. Okay, so most of them kita dah pernah jumpa pun dekat during our secondary school. Okay, whether you like it or not, memang kita dah pernah jumpa most of them. Okay, okay, for those yang masih ingat, it's just like a revision lah. Okay, so we start off with frequency table. Okay, relative frequency table, pie chart frequency table, two-way, simple bar chart. Okay, multiple bar chart, component bar chart, and percentage component bar chart. Those charts suitable for representing qualitative data. Okay, remember previously we are able to identify between qualitative data and quantitative data. Okay, for qualitative, here's are the common chart. Okay, as for the frequency distribution table, okay, this one very basic. Okay, senang lah semua pun. For each category, we are going to have the frequencies or total numbers respective to that category. So we have unmarried, married, divorced, for example, and then each one of them will have their own frequencies. Okay, very straightforward. Okay, relative frequency table. Okay, uh, defined as the frequency of the class divided by total number of frequency. Okay, so just we extend from the frequency distribution table, okay, just now. But each frequency we need to divide with the total number of frequency, just like what you can see in our slide lah. Okay, this is what we call as relative frequency table. Okay, and then for pie chart, okay, so pie chart is generally I can summarize this one is suitable to show the percentage or the portion of certain things, or in real life, sometimes we would like to see the market share, okay, the proportion lah of certain things. Okay, this one memang kerap digunakan especially di alam pekerjaan lah. Okay, dan usually kita akan letak dia dalam bentuk percentage. Okay, percentage sebab kita nak tahu the dominant, who's are the dominant in the market, for example. Okay, so kalau kita tengok kat sini, pecahan ataupun slice di dalam pie chart ni adalah based on kategori yang kita ada. Kalau kita ada 3 kategori, then kita ada 3 slice sahajalah. Alright, if we have more, then we are going to have more. Okay, angle in the sector is proportional to the number or percentage of element in that category. Okay, so by using the previous example, okay, using the previous example, they just need to times with 360, okay, in order to find the angle. If you want to find the percentage, then you only need to times with 100 for each relative frequency values that you obtain here. So for example, here is unmarried. Okay, 0.307 times okay, times okay, yeah, oh yeah, this one is just a simple one. It's a proportional number to the percentage of element. Okay, so percentage of element, let's say 86. So 86 over 220, okay, and then times 80. So that's how we can find the percentage, and don't forget to times with 100. Okay. Contingency table, or we call it as cross tabulation. Okay, so for cross tabulation, nanti kalau ada masa kita boleh tunjuklah dalam Excel. Sebenarnya ada banyak pivot table yang kita boleh buat, right? So pivot table yang kita buat tu sebenarnya akan cross two informations, okay? Two information, and sometimes we can cross more than two variables. Okay, here we have variables of program where we have like 4 category of program, and then we cross with gender of 2 category of gender. So and the way we read is that program AC110, okay, the frequency or the number of male is 70, while the female and the AC110 is 110. Okay, so this is a very very common also on top of pie chart where usually being used to represent data. Okay, this one memang sangat-sangat membantulah. Okay, and then bar chart. Okay, bar chart ni ada banyak jenis, and sometimes um, people tend to interchange between bar chart and histogram sebab dia nampak macam bentuk bar saja kan. Okay, remember that bar chart is to represent qualitative data. Okay, kita tengok kejap lagi. Kita ada several types of bar chart. Okay, horizontal, vertical, ada multiple, ada component. Okay, kalau kita tengok kat sini vertical bar chart here, this one is common one lah. Pertama kita nampak karakteristik dia, kita tengok dia adalah dalam bentuk jarak. Dia tak rapat. Okay, kalau histogram dia rapat. Okay, sebab this one adalah kategori, dia bukan continuous data. So each category will have their own bar, and then the height of the bar is the frequency of each category. Okay. As for the horizontal, similar to vertical, you just rotate it to the horizontal part, and then display. The frequency is at the bottom, and then the y-axis is the program. Okay. Multiple cluster bar chart. Okay, let's say you want to, okay, you want to see two category of gender for each program. So usually in industry we call it as we would like to see student enrollment by program by gender. When we see when we call it as by program and by gender, maksudnya kita start off with splitting the program, splitting the number of student based on program. Okay, that is our first rule. And then by gender. So kita akan tengok, okay, untuk setiap program tersebut, okay, berapakah ratio ataupun percentage untuk male and female for each program. So this one kita akan nampak lah. Kalau kategori tersebut, let's say lepasan untuk masuk ke program tersebut, maybe kita akan ada a few lepasan SPM, penerapan, and then maybe daripada apa-apa sijil, contoh untuk certain program. Okay, so kita boleh present dalam bentuk multiple ataupun cluster bar chart. Okay, so stack and component bar chart ni pun, okay, kalau kita tengok kat sini, dia telah menggabungkan dua kategori juga. Two kategori of gender for each program. Tetapi totalnya mesti 100 sebab dia buat dalam bentuk, okay, stack. Okay, maksudnya dekat sini, sorry, total 100 kalau kita menggunakan percentage stack. Okay, so this one adalah kita menggunakan total breakdown sahaja. So kalau sebelum ni, kita tengok untuk laki kita ada, sorry, for male, ada tak data untuk male and female. So here let's say 70 and 110. So bila kita buat stack, dia akan jadi 180. Okay, half of the colors for male is the frequency for male, and then the remaining is the frequency for female. Okay, very straightforward lah. Okay, so in terms of percentage, right, it's gonna be the maximum of 100%. Okay, that's all for that's all for part 1. So I'm going to split this session into 3. Okay, so let us continue to the part 2. Right.